So these are what you need to basically wash your bike. So first we got the SC1 high gloss coating. Now this you don't need, but this thing really makes your bike shine a lot more, and your tires and wheels. The thing you would need though is some soap. You can't just use normal dish soap. You can, but I don't really trust it. So I got car wash soap, and this won't damage your paint. So that's why I got car wash soap. Next up, we got dry chain lube. If it's muddy or raining all the time, you'll want this as a wet chain lube. But since I'm in SoCal, this is dry chain lube. Next, we got Forkboost. This is pretty essential to make sure that your shock and your fork is super smooth, and it makes the components last a bit longer. Next, this is Teflon lube. It's just inter Teflon. It's nothing special, but it does have the same effect as a chain lube. Not a dry chain lube, but it still has the same effect as chain lube. But since this is Teflon based, it collects a lot less dust and dirt on the trail. So this is really nice, and it's a spray head. It's your brushes. Now this is pretty big brush. You know, it's easier to get in the wheels with this, get on the sides of the wheels, so this is pretty nice. We got this little skinny brush. This brush can go in between the spokes and stuff, which is really nice, and it can get into the cogs. Now this brush, this end, we got a chain brush. Now this side, it can get into all these little holes right here. You know, it's pretty nice to get into those little cracks right here as well. So this brush is pretty nice. But basically, that's all you need to clean your bike. One thing that you cannot use is WD-40. You need a certain WD-40 bike chain lube. They do make bike chain lubes, but this generic one does not work with your chain. So beware, it should say bike chain lube instead of all of that. So first thing you want to do is just spray the bike with some nice soft water. You don't need to have it, you know, on jet or anything. You just have it, you know, just spray it nicely. You get it on both sides right here. Oh jeez. And then we'll use the car wash soap. It's nice to have a bucket just to contain this soapy mess. Got myself a bucket right here. Just want to fill it up like 1/4 of the way. Alright, you don't want to use too much water because you want to use as little soap as you can. So I usually use 2 cups or 2 little caps of soap, but I'm a bit lazy. You can just guess. There we go. You can soak all these brushes, just chuck them into the little bucket here. Oh shit, I got it on the car. It's actually nice to have your bike upside down for this, but water drains a little bit better if your bike is upside. Then just go scrub. Get into the seat as well. Get on top of the seat. Just start brushing. So basically just do that and do the same with the front wheel, and you can just rinse it off. You just gotta take all the grime out first with a paper towel or a cloth, and then slowly apply this. You just want to just slowly apply it. Don't do it too much. Alright, once this top row is done, you can take an eye on this one and just slowly bring it to the front, and you can do this whole entire section of the chain. You can do from, don't apply too much. If you apply too much, then more dirt and grime will get on when you ride. So just do it like 3 times. Just apply the chain lube 3 times. So you want to shift your bike just so the chain lube can have the effect on all of the cogs. Shift it once or twice on all of the cogs. Quick tip, if your bike is laying over like this, do not go and pinch your rear brake. It's gonna be a big disaster if you do that. So once the chain lube has gone into all of the cogs, you can use a paper towel, or you can also use a cloth. A cloth will be a better idea because it doesn't shed off. So once you're done drying your bike with a piece of cloth or a paper towel, the next thing you want to do, if you have the SC1, is to spray the towel. So make sure to aim it away from your bike so it doesn't get on the brakes. So we got our cloth, just spray a thin coat. Do a few more coats of it so you can cover up the brake with your clean towel and just spray it on. Just spray it directly onto the wheel. Just a thin coat of it. And we're all the way around. So once you spray it directly onto the wheel, you just want to grab the towel and just spread that thin layer across the wheel. Now once you're done with both wheels, you can spray it to the frame directly, or you can use the towel method. And also, don't be afraid to spray some on the lowers of your fork, because it'll only make it more shinier. But do not spray it on the actual stanchions. Don't forget, this is almost like paint, so it's pretty toxic, and you do not want to breathe this in. So you can either wear a mask, or you can just hold your breath while you're spraying this on. So grab a Forkboost, and what you got to do is just apply a little dab. Not too much. Don't cover the whole entire stanchion with it. Just cover the low side and just cover the seals with it. Don't cover too much, just a little bit. Whistler Performance lubricants are non-toxic. They're biodegradable as well. So you can just use your finger. Just spread it across the stanchions, up and down. Do the same with the right side of your stanchions, and do the same with the shock. Now for the shock, since the stanchions is a bit shorter, you can just apply just a little tiny dab, and then just use your finger, spread it around, and that's it. So now, don't forget, after you applied your Forkboost Lube, you want to go on a little road right here. All the lube that's in the seals will rise up to your stanchions right here, and then you can use a towel or paper and you can just wipe it away. So you want to cycle your suspension a few times on a road like this, on a flat road, and you'll see, if you ride your bike a lot and if you don't wash your bike or maintain your bike too often, then you'll see a lot of dust at this ring right here and at this ring right here. You'll see a lot of them. The Forkboost not only works for the fork and the shock, but you can also do it on a dropper seat post. It has a stanchion, it has seals. It's basically a fork, but you can't really compress it unless you have this actuator button, which I broke the little barrel part off. After the soak, we used the chain lube, right? We first had to dry off the chain, and then just put chain lube on your chain. You have to cycle your gears just to get it in all the little cogs right there in your teeth, and wipe it away. You take your SCI one and then just spray it across the frame, across your seat, your tires, and it'll make your bike look a lot cleaner like that. Lastly, we got our Forkboost, and we just put it on the fork, we put it on the shock, and we put it on our dropper seat post. We cycled our suspension and our dropper seat post. So once you cycled your suspension, look at all that grime. And what you gotta do is just wipe it down and you're done. All of these products will be linked down in the description, so you guys can check them out and you guys can buy one of your own. I'm gonna link a similar one down below, and I'm gonna link a similar set down below as well.